But the thing about Hanoi is that it's such a charming little city. One of the things that I've noticed when in Hanoi is that they've got literally a street for everything. It's virtually like a giant yellow pages. They've got one street that sells one particular item. For example, a place to get on a rickshaw and get a sight of Hanoi. A street to get all your fabrics and your sewing supplies. A place for wedding invitation cards. A street for crafting metal shades. So you don't really have to look very far to get what you want. Now, one of the things that I've actually noticed when talking to the people here at Hanoi is their fascination for food. Now, whenever I talk to them about what's the best place to have food, their face immediately lights up. So based on my conversation here with the locals at Hanoi City, here are the must-have when you are in Hanoi City. Okay, in case there are any further point of clarification required, Hanoi is a food mecca, period. Every alley, street corner, and during any time of the day, there's food in Hanoi, and they're usually pretty darn good. Speak to anyone along the street about a particular dish, and you've just found yourself a conversational piece, best enjoyed over a Vietnamese cuisine. That's right, Vietnamese food is a national pride here in Hanoi. So, first up, Panza. This is a controversial piece, and I do apologize in advance. Panza is traditionally a dish popular in Ho Chi Minh City and is less popular here in Hanoi. However, I personally find Panza in Hanoi more appealing to my personal palate. This is Banh Cuon, one of the things that you must definitely try when you come to Hanoi itself. Banh Cuon is essentially just a piece of pancake that is made with eggs, and it's fried so crispy, and it's loaded up with a lot of ingredients in there. They've got beef, they've got bean sprouts, and most importantly, they've got shrimps. Tastes like $1,000,000. So how do you eat them? Well, grab yourself a piece of Vietnamese rice paper, grab some beautiful and crunchy banh cuon. I always make a mess out of this, but you know, what the hell. It just tastes great, and that's what matters most. Then, grab yourself some veg. Just keep loading them on. Now that's a bit too big, isn't it? Let's grab a bit of it. Then it's pretty much like rolling up yourself a rollie. Shouldn't be too difficult for you guys who fancies a rollie every now and then. And with that, it's your banh cuon. Dunk them into your nuoc mam. Pop into your mouth while it's still hot. Perfect. Can't ask for more. So, right in front of me is Banh Cuon. I've got 3 types of Banh Cuon in front of me. The first one is thịt lon, which is pork, thịt gai, chicken, and tom toy, which is shrimp. So, this is the 3 main Banh Cuon that is sold here in this restaurant. What you do, grab yourself a spoon, chopstick, take a little bit, and dunk it into the sauce, and into your mouth it goes. I love Vietnam. The wraps are soft and delicate, and the stuffing inside them are bursting with flavors. Topped with fried shallots, basil, and mint leaves, they are made with relatively simple dish into one that is both complex in flavor and leaves visitor longing for more. Just so you guys know, I came back to this particular restaurant every other day for breakfast. So next up, bún chả, a dish which is synonymous to northern Vietnam. And when you're in Hanoi, damn, you must come here and try their bún chả. What is bún chả? Well, bún chả is essentially just pork pâté, deep fried, and it comes out like that. And on top of that, they've got little deep fried spring rolls like that as well. How do you eat it? Well, you've got little vermicellis like that. What you do, you grab that, dunk it in your bowl, grab a chopstick of goodness, a little bit of nuoc mam, and of course you can't forget your greens. Like what your mama always tells you to do at home, always eat your greens. So grab a bit of greens. It's basically mint and basil leaves. In it goes. And there's one cheeky thing that I really love to do is a spoonful of garlic. So you don't have to do this if you're not a fan of garlic, but I am in this instance. So all this goodness in the bowl and straight to your stomach. Try it, you won't regret it. But we've all had Vietnamese cuisine in our lifetime, and one of the Vietnamese cuisine that stands out most is pho. I'm now in one of the most popular pho restaurants in the whole of Vietnam, and it's located in the city of Hanoi. And this is my pho, and to go with it, Hue.
That's right, it's pho. It's as synonymous as sushi is to Japan or baguette is to France. It's sacrilege to come to Vietnam and not have pho. Now what makes pho so beautiful here in Hanoi is the broth is cooked overnight. The beef pho ba is blanched in its amazingly tasty and delicious broth, leaving the meat succulent and tender to the taste. Now all this combined with the spring onion, basil and fresh mint, it's sensory overdrive.
This beautiful dish in front of me is called Chaga. So popular is this dish that they named an entire street out of this dish. What Chaga is, basically, it's just mudfish grilled and seared with turmeric, and along with it a whole bunch of leaves such as spring onions, dills, and so on. Now, you must never ever leave Hanoi without trying Chaga. So I'm going to try Chaga for the very first time. So as usual, typical Vietnamese style, you got some vermicellis, some small spring onions, some mint, and of course Chaga itself, the fish, the mudfish, it looks very soft and tender. So I'm going to dip all of those and grab a bit myself some actually pan-fried spring onion. So it's really, really hot. I dare not stick it all in my mouth, but go try. I'll make it into really small pieces. Let's see how it goes. Oh, as usual, nuoc mams. It's a tad bit. There we go. Are you ready? It's got a very, very pungent taste to it, and definitely eat it while it's hot. As a whole, I'll give this dish 9.5 out of 10. Right, so the word in the street is Soi Yen is a definite must try when you come here in Hanoi. So I have in front of me a bowl of Soi Yen in a very reputable restaurant, which anyone that you speak to on the street will say, come here, come here, come here. Address will be as you'll see below. So this is the big daddy in the menu that we have seen. It comes with soy xiao, which is basically glutinous rice coated with saffron. And on top of that, it is a combination. So it has got pretty much everything that is sold on the menu. Bits and pieces of it straight into the bowl, perfect for sampling. I haven't tried Soi Yen before, I'm going to give it a go right now. So, it's glutinous rice, and I'm taking the minced pork version of it right now. Maybe I'll put a bit of chicken floss and we'll see how it goes. You know, they say it can be pretty filling. I can see why, but definitely tastes $1 million. Try it.
If you have a busy day ahead, then Soi Yen is definitely the right choice. It's a small bowl, but it's bound to keep you full for a long time. And the taste is just as good as how appetizing it looks right here. Well, so you have it. Hanoi's best dishes that's bound to whet any appetite. So the next time you're in Hanoi, don't forget to check out some of these amazing dishes.